Yo, welcome back to the channel. Let's get it. I'm gonna give you a quick story because I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Tell me if this is true. You come back from school, or let's say work. You might have had a bad day, or in fact, maybe somebody got you angry, or a sad day, or a sad experience. You come back home, you go into your bed, and next thing you know, compulsively, you grab your phone, you're scrolling through it, but you're not getting the dopamine that you normally get, you're not getting the pleasure you normally get. So then you go into your Safari, and then you type in X and XX, or type in your, whatever you vibe to. If that is true, then this video I'm making is for you. After, 934 tries, or something like that, after 3 years, I finally broke the code, and I'm gonna share it with you right now. I too was just like you, bro. Honestly, man, I wanted to change so many times, fail, go, like, man. 3 years, bro. 3 years road walk right now. The max I ever got was 100 days. That was 2021. I never beat that 2022. I don't know why. I wasn't even depressed 2022, but it never worked. But then 2023, I haven't fabbed since January.
Hooray!
Honestly, man, I'm living my best life, bro. I'm filled with testosterone. My freaking beers are coming in. Everything, how I talk, move. My chin stays up. My chest always stays out. I just feel confident. Number one, and literally how to not do this ever again, you gotta hate it. Literally, you will not do what you hate. Your body just wouldn't do it. Hate it. Figure out a why, something that will make you hate it. This quote goes by, if you have a why, you can manage any how. And that quote is true as hell, all right? So now let me crack the code. All right, you gotta hate porn. If you're religious, let me break down some quick religious things that I did too. I read this book. It's called Closing the Window. This is one of the books that helped ish. And also other book like Your Brain on Porn, or I can't remember one other one. But those books, man, I suggest you read them, but I'm just gonna give you everything I learned from those books and from also my personal experience. Second thing, to quit it, you gotta have something bigger than porn. So it could be God, it could be your mom. Mine was all three. Mine was, I wanna be a better person for myself, for my mom, for my future kids, for God. That's two, right? 3, conviction is not condemnation. That's like, it's a Christian thing. Pretty much, no matter how much you lose, bro, losing doesn't make you a loser. You're a loser when you stop trying. As in, I honestly think I failed more than you, but I don't know you watching this, but I just didn't quit, you know? Like, man, I do it, feel so much guilt, and then it spirals on to freaking a whole week. And then I set the day, write down everything, but then fucking next week I do it again. It's like, you know you don't want to do this, but you still do it. It's frustrating. I know. Like, I totally understand. Then eventually it gets repetitive, and eventually I got to the point that I realized that, like, I'm doing it. I already beat it. Like, I already beat this 2021 when I did the 100 days. Like, I already know how and why. It's just that was my comfort. Like, I wasn't good with embracing discomfort. I wasn't good with being alone, you know, looking for shelter, looking for people to talk to, and all that. Number 4, you gotta avoid temptation. All these I'm telling you is from Christian and also personal. I'm gonna tell you my personal, but it's working personal. Avoid temptation, as in put all the blockers, make a habit. If you watch or if you do something, you give yourself a punishment and you stick to it. And if you have Apple, there's a certain thing you could do that would block it. I'm gonna try and show it to you guys. I'm just gonna show it. But yeah, do that. It works. It helps. And let the password be from your mom or somebody, like a friend or something. Also, talk to people about it, because it makes you not want to do it. When you talk to people, it's like, damn, it's like I just did it. It brings it alive. You know, you understand that you have an addiction. You understand that you have something that you want to quit, and you would not want to let them down as well as let yourself down. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiral effect. You could call it something like that. Yeah. Number 5, accountability to others. As you talk to people, it could be your mom that you tell her every day how many days you've gone without fat, or your friend. I have 2 friends or 3 friends that me and them do it every Friday. Me and my friend Garrison and Alvin. We talk about it. We talk about our goals for next week, what we accomplished this week, and then how many days Nofap we're in. And one thing we learned, And that, man, that tremendously helped. Because me, I was at day 60 when I started, and my friend was at like day 15 or 20. And since then, we haven't looked at it since ever. And another thing that keeps us going is that, I don't know, maybe this is wrong, but pretty much I'd rather nut from a female than nut from myself. You get what I mean? Or whatever gender you like. You get what I mean? It's I think to me that's better. As a Christian, I know it really ain't, but it's like it's me and God. I spoke to him about that. He may not be fun with it, but we all carry our individual cross. Now to my personal one, mindfulness. You watching this video right now means you're mindful and self-aware. Mindfulness, meaning when that thought comes, you understand that it's there. Like you're literally aware of yourself that I'm about to do this. And also realize that you are not the thought. You are not that person. Like as in you were not somebody that does that. You know what I'm saying? I read this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. The first step to building a new habit is you gotta become. And he used this analogy. He said, there are two people, right? One was offered a cigarette and he said, I'm not a smoker no more. He said, I don't smoke anymore. The second person said, no, I don't smoke. Which one do you think has quit? Because it's faint, right? It's a little faint, but the first one said, I'm not a smoker anymore. They still think they are still a smoker. Second person said, I don't smoke. It's just not me. It's not in my habit. You get what I'm saying? What I started telling myself is like, I'm not a masturbator. I don't fap. I don't do this shit. And it started to help because I started to become the type of person who is that, type of person who isn't that, type of person who will do this, and the type of person who is this, if you get what I mean. 3, I found my escape. So I started this in 2020. 2020 was my time of, honestly, metamorphosis. And my escape was sports, was track to be precise. And every day I go there and I'm busy. After school, I go to track practice, gets me away from my house, clears my head. And then when I come back, I'm too tired, Either maybe I haven't played games and then I go to sleep. Speaking about games too do not help because they have some seductive things. It's specific type of games you could play. Like League of Legends, seductive. Overwatch, seductive. So many other games that got female characters, they're seductive. They got things that will turn you on, that will make you wanna look at it, which I don't recommend. Going on track, come back home, I'm too tired, and I just don't do it. I go to sleep, and the cycle repeats itself. And then it got to a point that I realized, oh wow, I'm on this stage, and this number of days, Nofap. And it felt good. Also, you gotta track your progress. It really helps because it's also a form of becoming, because you're telling yourself, I am this. So the more you reassure what you're saying, the more you would do it. You get what I'm saying? Number 5 is meditating. Actually, going back to working out. Let's say you don't run sports. It could be the gym. It could be playing piano. It could be running. It could be talking to someone. It could be, in fact, sleeping. What I did too is sleep. Sleep works. Like just because most of the times it comes to me when I'm tired too. Like when it could be anger, tiredness, just sadness, especially sadness, man. Especially feeling incompetent. It just really comes at that time. But yeah, you can just find something that you like to do as an escape that you could do regularly. Like working out, you can't start fucking doing 20. And let's say you don't feel like it, you're sick or something. Also, leave your room. Like when that thought comes, wherever you normally go, just leave there. You could go outside your house, sit outside, or go sit in your sibling's room or your mama's room. Disturb somebody. Just whatever you do, don't think about it. Just not being present. It is a thought. It is something that's gonna pass by. I'm so serious. You are bigger than this. Like it's just goes like that, bro. It comes and it goes. It's just like we're the observer. We're not the thoughts. We're not the person. I'm not him. I am just in him. You get what I'm saying? Aha. Another one is going outside. I used to be a big ass gamer, bro. I used to be like, no game, no life. Right now, that is no longer me. That is delusional. That's me talking. That's my opinion. It might not be your opinion, but gaming, it made me seclusive. It made me just indoor person. It made me live in a fantasy world, not real life. Leveling up in the fantasy world, not real life. And you will live more in a fantasy than you are in real life. Because when you start to live in real life, you start to understand that what pornography offers you is not good. Or let's say you be your meat. It doesn't. All it offers you is a quick pleasure. I'm pretty sure that when you do that, you feel sad afterwards. You feel guilty. Don't lie to me. You freaking do. And you know it's not good. Like, you freaking, deep down, you know it's not good. Go outside, bro. Like, play some games or start playing less games. Go outside. Man, I just rambled. I really hope this helps someone. The last thing that helped me too, and second to last, is read. I started to build new habits, like sleeping on time and little things. Like, let's say when I wake up in the morning, I make sure I take a shower. Because when I don't take a shower, I just want to stay in bed all day and do stupid things, And when I take a shower, I make sure it's a cold shower, because that way I put myself to uncomfort. So whenever the uncomfortable things come later in the day or in the evening, I've already dealt with it. And it makes me stronger. Literally, it makes me stronger because I've dealt with uncomfort. Another thing is taking care of yourself. Like being somebody who isn't that. Somebody who isn't that has good mental, takes care of the body, watches what they eat, thinks well, positive thinker, not negative. And also another thing I caught myself doing that made me be my meat was at nighttime. It always comes again at nighttime. But let's say I want to go to sleep early, I just go to my bed, like the sleep doesn't come. So my thoughts are going crazy, bro, like going left and right. And then next thing you know, I'm like, man, it ain't gonna hurt. Let me just go pick up my phone. Let's go through my phone. Next thing you know, on TikTok, I see some ass or something. And then your jaw's hard. And then you go to freaking wherever browser you go to and block it. And type it and watch it, which is not good. Another thing I also did was, see my lotion, my soap, fucking Vaseline, that was no longer in my room. That was all the way in the bathroom. So it's like another effort for me to go and take it, come downstairs and go to my room and beat my meat. Like let's say I was about to do it, as I'm going, my mind is telling me like, yo, you said you don't want to do this, right? So I have way more time. I have more time to fight my mind and not do it, if that makes sense. I really hope somebody's benefiting from this, man. Yeah, and last but not least, what's kept me going, honestly, is heartbreak. It's a long story, but I don't want to lose twice. I want to be a better person, because addictions and all that and being your meat, you look at females differently. And when you stop, you started respecting. So you see them as human beings, But heartbreak is too deep and personal for me to talk about it, but heartbreak is literally why I'm going. Like, porn had a correlation to why I broke up with the girl. Maybe one day I might tell you guys about it if you stick around, but man, I really hope this helps somebody. And if it did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think. Alright, and if there's any more, I'll add it too. Have a good day.